Hey guys, what's up? Making another video today. It's been probably a week or so since the last one. Today I'm making a video about the records I've gotten recently. I haven't really made a video uh, in a little bit, so I got quite a lot. I'm gonna go as fast as I can through most of these. I'll talk a little bit about some of them, and I got a few on at record stores. I got a few from a purchase online from Tanner again on the anyone that goes in the psychedelic situation Facebook page knows him, and I got one gift from a friend, Daniel Parslow. Hopefully I said your last name right. Anyways, he's an awesome guitar player and a really good pal of mine online, and he gave me a free album, which is the first one I'm going to show. And that is Jefferson Airplane, Bathing at Baxter's. And I had posted a Jefferson Airplane album that I bought, which I'm going to show in this video too. And he was saying that I needed to listen to this one because it was essential. I had never had actually heard it before. I have Surrealistic Pillow, and I have Crown of Creation or whatever it's called. I have it in this pile here. I'll show it. But I never I listened to Bathing at Baxter's, and he said it was essential. I needed to hear it, and so he mailed me one of his spare copies. I really appreciate it. It's fantastic. I think it's their best album, honestly. I listened to it 3 times so far, and every time just something new about it. I love it. It's great. It's really essential psychedelic rock if you guys are looking for something to listen to. But yeah, he mailed that to me, and it's an original copy. It's in pretty good shape, and it plays fun. There's no skips, a little bit of surface noise, but it was free, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Daniel. Next up, I'm going to quickly show, not wasting any time here, the records I got from Tanner in a trade, or not trade, I bought them off Tanner. I'm going to start off with the third album by Blues Magoos, Basic. And this is an original Canadian press. Pretty good album. I'd say my favorite song on here would be Yellow Rose. Yellow Rose. I'm gonna try if I can pick a favorite song, I'll try and name it on the albums there. For that Jefferson Airplane, the whole album's great. I can't really pick a favorite; they're all good. But next up I got from Tanner was an album I was really looking for quite a long time, and a lot of you guys might know on the psych page and the vinyl community that I was looking for this. I was on the hunt for it, and it was an original copy of Strawberry Alarm Clock. Wake Up, It's Tomorrow. This is an original copy on the Uni label. It's in well, not perfect, but like the cover's in really good shape. A little bit of room there. And the record itself, I'm not going to go take them all out here. The record itself is very good plus. It almost no noise, not a lot of scratches, very faint. It plays great. It's a fantastic copy. I will not need a replacement for that at all. Not at all. Same with the Blues Magoos. It's in great shape. Favorite songs on here? Pretty song from Psycho, Sit with the Guru, Tomorrow, Nightmare of Percussion's good. I like the part 2 of Blackfire Present a lot. Has some sitar in there. They're all pretty good. The whole album's great. Fantastic harmonies. I want to do a more in-depth review of some of these later, but fantastic harmonies. Some nice use of Indian instruments. It's like a heavier psychier version of, that's even a word, of I guess a group like the Association that kind of have those harmonies. But these guys dabble more in psychedelic rock guitars and like fuzz and lots of kind of trippy, kind of like the Sgt. Pepper in a way, I guess, that kind of weird pop album. It's great. The last album I got from Tanner, and this is very rare. This is an original Canadian press on the Columbia Rainbow label. The Common People. Of the people, by the people, for the people. This album, sorry, hair in my eyes here. This album it's rare. It's one of those albums that I would probably never find here in the wild at record stores or yard sales, especially not where I live. Maybe if I lived on the West Coast. But this album is obscure and it's really hard to find. And David Axelrod, a lot of you guys might know him as a music producer and also had some of his own solo career stuff with orchestrated music. He helped make the first side of this album, and he had to leave due to an illness I think his wife had. So this album was left unfinished, and the record company was basically like, all right, guys, well, either you cancel this or you make a side 2. So they threw together some decent songs. My favorite songs on here would be I Have Been Alone, which is probably everyone's favorite. It's fantastic, emotional. This whole album has kind of an emotional, dark kind of atmosphere to it. It's kind of like a rainy day album, or like sitting there and thinking kind of album. And my other favorite song is actually on the side too, which is Land of Day. Nice little psychedelic rock ballad, I guess. So yeah, common people. This is in great shape, by the way. The cover's in really good shape. A little bit of ring wear, some hole punch marks on the bottom here, and but the record itself, it's fantastic. Like I said, if I do an in-depth review, I'll show the labels. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer them in the comments. Moving along, these are all not in order. I got these at various stores, and so I'm just gonna show them. I'm gonna start off with a record that it's all right. I wasn't too super pleased with it. Chocolate Watch Band, One Step Beyond. This is their third effort. I believe it's a different step than the original band. I love their first album. It's a masterpiece. This, a little weak, a little boring, a little dry. There's some good tracks in here, though. I mean, Flowers is probably my favorite. It's not bad. It's okay. I wouldn't go and say it's a masterpiece by any means. They definitely changed their sound. They're going for more of a southern rock psych sound on this album, and it doesn't really work for them, I don't think. And I don't really know much of the history. I know a lot of the band split apart and disappeared after the first album. The second album was like a mess to produce, but the second album's pretty good. I like that one. But this one, it's weak. It's a weak effort. I paid $10 for that. It was on sale. Originally was $30. I had been watching it because I was just curious about it. I never had heard it before, and I heard it wasn't that great of an album. You guys might like it. Personally, I like it. I'm gonna keep it, but I give it like a if I could rate it, I give it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's good. It's worth checking out if you like the band, but don't expect early Chocolate Watch Band sound at all. But it's not bad. It just sounds typical. It sounds like everything else that was coming out. There's nothing that stands out to me. There's nothing that really sets it aside from the rest. Moving along. I'm gonna get this name wrong because I'm terrible at this. OC Visa? I don't know. The original copy. Think Santana meets the album cover looks very proggy. It's very Yes. I think it might be the same artist as the Yes album covers. I don't know, but this group was from Africa, I think, and the Caribbean, I think, and they came to England and made an album. And it's like very African style music. It sounds like Santana's layer work. It's very kind of got some tribal beats, and it has a bit of a jazz element to it, a little bit of funk and stuff in there, a little bit of psych, not too much, but I consider it psychedelic enough to put in this video for you guys. I paid $2 for that. It's an original. It's in great shape. I'd say very good plus, and it was $2 because the guy who owned the record store didn't think it would really sell, and he didn't think the condition was good enough to be very good plus. And when I had brought it up to the counter, he had checked it just to make sure. He goes, "Oh wow, I should have charged you more for this," but whatever. So, hey, there you go. Yeah, so that was that's a good one there. Next two aren't really super psychedelic, but the next one I consider to be psychedelic soul. This is Repress. Curtis Mayfield, his first album, Curtis. This to me is one of my favorite albums of all time. When I was getting in the record, there's in the jazz and soul and funk, and this record really was one of the first albums I ever got into. It's really important to me, and I don't have a sleeve for it yet because the stores are all out of sleeves, so I gotta get some, but I'm taking care of it. That album, best songs on here. If there's a hell below, we're all gonna go. Move on up. We People Who Are Darker Than Blue. Those 3 tracks, my favorite. That album is just beautiful. Psychedelic soul, just jazz. Those 3 genres: soul, psychedelic, soul, jazz. Those 3 genres. That's the album right there. It's honestly, it's in the same vein for me as Marvin Gaye. What's Going On? It's very emotional. Anyways, it's worth checking out. I'll talk more about it later. Next album, not really crazy psych. Newer group, but they have bluesy and kind of some trippier guitar riffs. The Black Keys, El Camino. You guys probably all know this. By the way, Curtis Mayfield is a gift from my girlfriend, so thank you very much. Anyways, great songs in here. Lonely Boy, Gold in the Ceiling, Little Black Submarines. Those 3, my favorite. Boom. Alright, moving along. Next up is a record I've always wanted. To me, I don't care if I got an original of this. I just really want to own it. Ultimate Spinach, Look and See. I'm going to quickly take a second here to show you guys the record. It's just cool, really cool. Look and see. This band was from Boston. They did 2 albums, and sorry, kind of loosened the record there. They did 2 albums, disappeared. Masterpieces, both of them. This album, Spinach Green record. Look at that. Boom. Anyways, sleeve is Anyways, fantastic album. It's to me one of the best psych albums ever made. Honestly, not like over exaggerating. Best song on here, Mind Flowers, and I really like Sweet Genesis of Beauty. That's a good one. Those 2 tracks. Boom. Next up, another Boston group, Orpheus. Orpheus was a pop group. I love their first album. I love their 4th album. This is their 3rd album. A little weak. Paid $10 for it. It's not that great, but I want to own all of them. It's pretty good though. There's a couple songs in here I like. Loving You is good. Size of My Shoes. That's a pretty good track too. I wouldn't say it's really psychedelic. It's in the vein of pop, 60s pop. Their first album is a little bit psychedelic, and their last album is kind of a folkier rock psychedelic sound. That one, it's alright, but nothing too special to say about it. Next up, Jefferson Airplane, Crown Creation, paid $14 for this one. This is an original, or a 1969 repress, so a year after it came out in 1968. Awesome album. My 3rd favorite by them. My 2nd favorite being Surrealistic Hell, my 1st being Activated and Bastards. Songs on here. Really liked Triad. Triad's a good track. And Kushingura, really weird kind of Japanese atmosphere to that one. Next up, now is the time for Hearts and Flowers, country, psych, folk. That's what this is. My favorite songs, Rock and Roll Gypsy is probably my favorite, and Rain Rain, I like that one. This album is pretty good. I only paid $10 for it. It's an original in mint condition, the record itself. Cover, a little bit used, but not bad. Next up, classic. MC5, their first album, Motor City 5 as they're called. Pick up the jams. Essential heavy rock, psych, early punk, whatever you want to call it. Detroit had a scene that was on fire, and this is one of my favorite albums that came out of that scene. Next to Iggy Pop, and the Stooges, Funhouse, and stuff. Best songs on here: Pick Up the Jams. I really like Rocket Reducer number 62, and I really like Starship. More Cities Burning, another good one. They're all good. Whole album's great. Record it live too. Awesome. That's a repress, by the way, not an original. Next up, Cosmic Dealer, Crystallization. Paid 30 or 35 for this, I think. On green, clear vinyl, double album. First record is the actual original album. Second record is a collection of outtakes, alternate versions, and live songs. An original of this, good luck. Very rare. They're from Holland. Awesome heavy psych. Think Jethro Tull, a lot of jazz flute. Then Jethro Tull meets Black Sabbath. And maybe a bit of their 60s stuff. Came out in 1972 or 3. Anyways, fantastic album. And that's a repress. I would never find an original here. That's an awesome album though. Best song there, Crystallization, I think. Next up, Day Blindness. I haven't had much time to really listen to this one. I listened to it once. It's alright. Give it like a, it's okay. Sounds kind of like Doors. Very Doorsy. Paid 20 or so for this. This is a repress, not an original. You guys know me, I don't always go for represses. It's just impossible sometimes. Good songs on here. I like Jazz Song, Middle Class Laments, and Young Girl Blues is really good. And the last track, Holy Land, almost 13 minutes, pretty good. Next up, 1969 copy, a Canadian copy of Easy Rider soundtrack. Great shape, covers very good plus. Record is near mint. $20. Boom. Easy Rider. You guys watch the movie. It's a kind of these 2 hippies, bikers that go across the U.S. to go to Mardi Gras. And I don't want to spoil the movie, but they had quite the trip. Great soundtrack. Steppenwolf, The Byrds, the bands, Fraternity of Man, Jimi Hendrix, Dr. Prunes, all kinds of stuff on there. Essential. Really good stuff. Check it out. Good collection of psych rock. Next up, an original press. First press of Road. Paid quite a bit for this one. Not too much though. It's an original. Mint. Record untouched. Like no surface scratches, nothing. Perfect condition. Cover is a little bit crease wear, stuff like that. Fantastic album. No Redding. Sorry, No Writing from Jimi Hendrix Experience, the guitar player from Rare Earth, some drummer. Best songs on here: Mushroom Man, Spaceship Earth, Road, all good stuff. Road, self-titled. Check it out. Really heavy, kind of Sabbath, Zeppelin, that kind of stuff. You'll like that. Next up, bootleg, or I think of Jimi Hendrix from Italy. Jimi Hendrix, La Gran Storia del Rock, I don't know how to speak Italian, whatever. Collection of live songs, songs I've never heard of. Jimmy's Blues, and at the end of it, it goes into a Sunshine for Love. Interesting. People's People, Come On Baby, I Love My Baby, Down Now. My favorite tracks are I Love My Baby and Down Now. Really cool kind of funk jams. Not really typical Hendrix, but it is. There's a whole series of them here in the back of different bands. I assume they were just, in Italy, maybe it was hard for them to get some of these albums, so they just made a bunch of these. Anyways, not bad. Some good live takes. That's all it really is. It was unreleased live stuff after he died. Came out in 1979, I think, 1980s. I don't know. That's in the 80s. That's an original. Next up, Jimi Hendrix live at Monterey. Got this for recently, actually, just yesterday. Awesome. My favorite Hendrix concert. It was his first concert in the U.S., and I think it's his best. He plays some fantastic songs on here. I really like his cover of Wild Thing. He does Purple Haze, Don't Cry Mary, Can You See Me, Killing Floor is really good. Foxy Lady, like a Rolling Stone, Rocking Baby, Hey Joe. How's it going? Fantastic, fantastic. Essential. I love it. It's my favorite of his live stuff. Next up, that's not an original, by the way. A repress of Cream Wheels of Fire. I couldn't find an original. I've been looking for years, and I found this for pretty cheap. Jumped on it. Double album. First record is the album. Second one's a live album, as all of you know. That's what they did with this. Even the originals have it. Favorite song sounds typical. White Room. I like As You Said a lot, and I also like Crossroads on the live set. A little bit long. Some of the live takes a little bit too long. Like, I don't mind long songs. I'm okay with that, but they don't keep me engaged. There's a drum solo in there. It's a little bit too extended, I think. But awesome work. Ginger Baker, I think, one of his best albums that he did stuff on. Either way, and I preferred his Really Gears, but that's good. Next up, got this. This is also a gift from my girlfriend. Pink Floyd, Metal. I think it's an original. Canadian copy? No, US copy. Original US copy. Very good plus. Yeah, record's in great shape. $12, I think? Yeah, fantastic. My favorite Pink Floyd album. Best song here? Echoes. Love it. Love it. Next up, very early pressing. Adam Carmella, Pink Floyd. Keeping it going with Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. Favorite album song here? Probably Alan's Psychedelic Breakfast. But this is, like I said, very early pressing. I think I paid $12 for that one. Yeah, same prices. Next up, I was in a junk shop, and I found this for $10. It's an original 1969 copy from Canada. Remove with American. I don't know. Tommy, The Who, Essential. My favorite Who album right here. You guys haven't listened to this. It's long. It's a rock opera. It's one of the first, probably the first album I even did this kind of thing. The whole album tells a story about a special needs child. He can't hear, he can't speak, he can't see. Awesome album. Pinball Wizard's on here. We're Not Gonna Take It. It's probably my favorite. It's an original. There's a book in here. Came with a booklet, and it's a gatefold that I don't have time to sit here and open it up, but fantastic. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I got a couple seconds here. I'll just see that. There we go. And it opens up again. Hold on a second. This record's awkward. The only downside is someone with a name in there. See? Right there. But hey, you know what? $10, and the record was probably very good plus. Cover 2, awesome. $10. They had a reissue at the record store I went to after I went to the junk shop, and the reissue was $30. So, hey. Next up, Moonduo's new album, Architecture. What's it called? I don't remember the name of it. Occult Architecture, Volume 1. On red and orange and black splatter vinyl. I won't take it out right now, but good. Very 80s synthwave mixed with psych rock. If you ever listened to Wooden Ships, this is their other project. 2 of the members of the band are in. I like Wooden Ships. I like this band, so pretty good. Next up, Beavis Franz. His first album, The Beavis Franz, Miasma. Fantastic. Some blue vinyl, I do believe. And oh man, this guy made all these albums in his bedroom or his house or whatever, and he does everything by himself. Every instrument, all the vocals. He has a little bit of help here and there, but this guy's a genius. Just unbelievable. This is a reissue. I have their second album, his second album too. Best songs on here. I really like. There's a song, just a guitar solo. I think it might be Splendid Isolation. Not sure. Anyways, fantastic. English Psych from the 80s, but he originally wanted to make this stuff in the 60s. If you guys haven't checked them out and you're a fan of psychedelic rock, British psychedelic rock, it sounds very 60s. Check them out. Next up, Iron Claw. Early 70s, late 60s heavy psych metal, early metal. These guys are playing at the same time as Sabbath. They sound just like Sabbath. You can almost not tell the difference. It's a reissue. They never actually made an album, so this is a collection of their original planned album, and then the second side is other songs they released on singles and 45s and then recorded but never released. It's alright. Side 4 is kind of weak, but the first 3 sides, awesome. Great songs in here: Skull Crusher, Sabotage, Missed Eye, all good stuff. All good stuff. Last record I'm going to show. Not an original. This is the new 2016 red vinyl represses of Black Sabbath. His first album. Their first album. Anyways, classic album. Probably the first, like 1969, nothing else was heard like this. It's just unreal. Great songs. The Wizard is probably my favorite. NIB. I like Sleeping Village a lot. Fantastic. Anyways, sorry it was kind of quick. I'm in a rush here. Get ready for work. And just figured I'd show you guys really quick the stuff that I bought recently. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to make another video pretty soon on Canadian psych I own. And I'm going to do some record reviews too, I think, more regularly. I'll talk about albums, like individual, like 1 or 2 albums of a video. And I'll actually go in detail and show you guys the record, talk about the tracks, you know, stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. And if, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks. Bye.